We've just been balancing the ledger, finding out how we went to the races yesterday. Both, unfortunately, in the red. How are you, Keith?
I'm well, thanks, Bruce. And, of course, racing centred at Rose Hill in Sydney yesterday, and what a fantastic day of racing. What a day of drama, too.
Oh, incredible. In fact, it's been a week of drama with Better Loosen Up, Kingston Town and all those horrible things that have happened. But the best thing that happened in racing yesterday happened to Shane Dye, who joins us this morning in our Sportsworld studio. Shane rode 4 winners yesterday, including the Golden Slipper and the BMW. Shane, they've described it as the greatest single day in Australian racing history for any jockey. You must be feeling on top of the world.
Yeah, it was just an unbelievable day, Bruce, and everything went my way. And I could have made it 5 in the last. I come close, so it would have been unbelievable.
We were talking, Shane, about a day of emotion. The slipper was won by a horse called, well, how do you pronounce it? Tears or Taze?
Tell you the truth, Keith, I don't really care.
What's it matter? But I suppose the day could be called a day of tears because you were quite emotional, and trainer Clary Connors was emotional. And of course, punters, which is not your area, were quite emotional when the odds-on favourite Mr. Place too. Yeah,
well, yesterday was the greatest day of my life in racing, and it was even better than winning my first Melbourne Cup. It was the ultimate yesterday.
Well, we should point out to the viewers that are not racing experts that Shane won the Golden Slipper for the 3rd consecutive year yesterday. It's an amazing performance, something that probably will never be bettered again. Shane, you rode both Terse and Bold Promise a couple of weeks ago in their lead-up races. You said at the time you didn't think there was much between them. Were you confident that the colt could beat the filly?
Well, I wasn't real confident. I thought there was only 2 chances in the race, which I stated in the press all week, and that was Bold Promise and my horse Terse. And luckily I was on the right one on the day. I think Bold Promise did race a bit below her best yesterday, and she's a better filly than what indicated yesterday.
Shane, can I put it to you, can I ask you whether you would have switched mounts had Mick Dittman been unavailable to ride Bold Promise?
No, no possible way. I was speaking to my wife about it actually, and I said I hope Mick can ride, because I had nothing to gain by riding Bold Promise, because Mick was always going to get back on her. And I would have looked a mug if I'd got off Terse to ride Bold Promise and Terse had won, which he did. And then I couldn't have got back on. So I would have stayed with Terse no matter what.
Well, Shane, you didn't look like a mug. You looked like a champion yesterday. We'll go to the Golden Slipper. It's a very significant start. Bold Promise in the green is slowly away. Let's go to the world's richest 2-year-old race.
Couple of the riders not happy, but they're off in the slipper. Bold Promise missed the kick. Bold Promise is a clear last out of the starting gate. Saumani began brilliantly, and so did Cloudlet, Vionnet and Chief Headhunter going very fast soon after the start. Big Dreams has bounded away into a beautiful spot, and then Razor Rhythm and Canonizers trapped out deep, followed by Terse, Jester Royale. Bold Promise improving quickly along the fence, and then Umatilla, followed by Did He Do It. Pippi War second last and tailed off is Chardet. Vionnet went to the lead through the gap onto the course proper by a little more than a length to Saumani on the outside of Cloudlet, and then Razor Rhythm, Big Dreams, and right off the track Canonise, followed by Terse, who's hard ridden. At the head of the others, Chief Headhunter, Jester Royale can't get on the track. Bold Promise midfield on the fence, and she'll need luck to get through that bunch of horses. Further back is Umatilla, followed by Did He Do It, but heads a turn for home in the slipper, and Vionnet is clear. Vionnet by more than a length to Cloudlet, followed by Canonise, and then Razor Rhythm. Terse starting to wind up. At the head of the others, Big Dreams, and Bold Promise not doing enough. Vionnet still in front, Canonise and Terse. Big Dreams can't reach them. Vionnet tackled by Terse and Canonise. It's another one for Shane Dye. Terse wins the slipper. Terse beat Canonise. 3rd, Big Dreams.
Yes, a remarkable performance. Shane, Courtser and also Kenny Ladd, the other 2 horses you rode to victory. In a way, both of them didn't go on to be great horses. They were outstanding 2-year-olds. They played cameo roles as 3-year-olds. Will Terse go on to be a classic horse at 3, do you think?
Well, it's hard to say, you know. You are correct, they haven't gone on, Courtser and Kenny Ladd, to live up to their reputations. I probably would think Kenny Ladd was a bit better horse than this horse too. But there's no reason why he shouldn't. He's a beautiful individual, and he's going to develop into a lovely 3-year-old, and he's just learning to race, and he settles. So, you know, he should be able to run a mile very easy, and really he hasn't had a hard campaign. And Clary's looked after him to this stage and done a great job, so really he should go on.
And more immediately, Shane, is he going to shoot for the Triple Crown, the AJC Sires and the Champagne Stakes?
It looks likely. Clary was going to make up his mind early in the week. He was just going to wait and see how the horse pulled up. But, you know, the major job is over now. His major job was to win the Golden Slipper, so the rest are just bonuses.
Shane, what's the key to riding in the Golden Slipper? It's a helter-skelter event. It's, over the years, been very much known for the interference that takes place. You've won it 3 years in a row. You must have the key to success there.
Well, as I've always said, there's only 2 or 3 or one possible horse who can win the race every year. And you've got to get on that horse. If you're not on the right horse, you just won't win it. And they go very, very fast, and you can't be within 4 or 5 lengths of them. You just got to get back, and you must have a clear run.